is something called zip code lookup. Right there. If I fire that up, I see this. So let's go ahead and enter a zip code that you might be interested in. 81501, Grand Junction, Colorado. This is a zip code where I grew up. Okay, so I can see that I've got a couple of tapestry segments. These are lifestyle indicators based on income and consumer expenditure and that sort of thing. So if I click on Midlife Junction here, I can see a little bit of what kinds of folks live here. Now, use caution when using this, just like any data. Doesn't mean every single person here owns U.S. savings bonds, right, and goes fishing. But generally, if you want to characterize a neighborhood, these are, your typical person might share some of these characteristics. And then there are other demographics going on in the zip code as well. So in this particular case, segment 33, 48, and 57. Okay, return to map. I can see that map there. I can zoom out, and I have a median household income here in that area. What about median age? Well, I can see certain neighborhoods where the median age is less. I happen to know that Mesa State College is right here, and so that makes sense that the median age is less there. That's where a lot of the college students live. What about population change? Okay. Some areas here with pretty rapid population growth. What about another zip code? Here's another area where the population change is radically different. This is on the Wisconsin side of Lake Michigan. There are some places around here where the population growth is in the positives, but there's a whole lot of negatives. Now, why would that be? Well, there are different factors going on here, neighborhood-wise, regionally, and then also reflecting some national trends. So how would this compare to a place like Phoenix, Arizona, rapid population growth? In this particular case, let's take a look at these tapestry segments. 32, 25, and 29. It looks like a lot of retirees. So if we took a look at median age, as suspected, we've got a lot of folks living there that are, the median age is in their 40s. Okay? So radically different from the neighborhood that we looked at before. Another thing that we haven't touched on yet is the following. We've got some interesting trend data in here too. The 2000 to 2010 annual growth rate, the population. We can compare this zip code to the whole U.S., which is really quite handy. The population in this zip code has gone down a little bit. The whole U.S., it's gone this way. Households, this increased a little bit, but the U.S. increased more. And it looks like the median household income increased by about the same amount as in the whole U.S. Owner-occupied increased a little bit, but the U.S. increased a bit more. So that's really quite handy as well. What about the unemployment rate? Now, of course, this rate changes quite rapidly, and we'd have to investigate the data to find out what year or what month the actual unemployment rate is. But let's go ahead and look at this. We've got anywhere from 8 to 22 in many places here. Let's go to 85254. Okay, we've got Scottsdale, Arizona. Let's look at this compared to our neighborhoods in Wisconsin where we were looking. It looks like the population here and the households and the median income went up a little bit. Let's go to 06830, Greenwich, Connecticut. Okay, looks like it's just over the Connecticut line from New York City. Let's take a look at the statistics from 2000 to 2010 here. Okay, the population increased just by a little bit, but look, the median household income in this zip code increased by more than the national average. Interesting. Let's go ahead and look at the median home value here. Wow, they're really quite high. They're in the 200s, 300s of thousands, up to 1 million and more. What about the median age? Are these older folks, younger folks? Looks like a bit older, which makes sense given the high income. There's some pockets over here with a lower median age. And what I've just done is I've looked up the zip code from the map. So this particular case, we had 06 top rung, city lights, and trendsetters. If we go to this zip code, let's scoot this whole window over a little bit so you can see what I'm seeing. Top rung, urban chic, and connoisseurs. So really I'm using this tool in an investigative mode. Gosh, you know, I'm not far from New York City, so I'm really interested in maybe central Queens. And how does that compare? 11418, International Marketplace, City Lights, and Retirement Communities. Return to map. Let's take a look at the median age here. It's a lot lower, isn't it, than what we experienced out there in suburban Connecticut. With this tool, you can see that we can investigate by tapestry segment, or we can go to the map and start investigating on the map. We can compare different zip codes in this tool and really start to investigate why are neighborhoods the same as other neighborhoods across town or in different cities? Why are they different? How are they changing? Are they changing slowly, rapidly? And what are the forces acting on those neighborhoods? All with this tool, which is the zip code lookup tool, out on the Esri Ed community site, which is where we started right here. So these are just a few ideas as to how you might use this tool. You, being the creative educators that you are and the creative students that you are, you can go ahead and use this tool for a whole wide variety of other things. I invite you to give it a try.